Oh.
Alright, so we are out here at the range today with some Staccato pistols. I have in my hand the Staccato P4.5 HD. It is a fantastic shooting pistol, one that we've done some video on before, one that we really like at Battlehawk Armory. But I have some other pistols with me today, specifically the slightly shorter Staccato P4 HD. Got a magazine right here. Bill drill with the full-size 4.5 was 2.2 seconds. We'll see how the slightly shorter 4 does. So also 2.2 seconds, very similar shooting pistol. The 4-inch Staccato PhD is a great product, especially if you want kind of a do-it-all pistol, something that you can shoot at the range, have a little bit of fun with, but maybe also carry, whether it's concealed or for duty. But I have another magazine here, and for some reason this Metgar magazine does not actually fit.
What the hell?
Which brings us to a brand new product from Staccato.
Yeah, it's a rock solid 3.6 inches, baby.
This is the brand new Staccato C3.6 HD with a brand new Metgar Glock 19 compatible magazine and an alloy frame. So we'll see if it can hang with its bigger brothers here. So 2.3 seconds, just a hair off the pace of its bigger brothers. We're going to go ahead and talk about this brand new product here real quick. We'll have a little bit more fun today and see what it's all about. What's going on, everyone? Evan from Battlehawk Armory out here at the range today, joined by Mason from Staccato. So we have some pretty cool, exciting new products from Staccato out with us today. So Mason, why don't you go ahead and just run us through this brand new product?
Yes, sir. So what we got in front of us here, these are the new HD series. These are the C 3.6 inch guns. And so hence the name. These are basically just another product development within the HD series lineup. And so the C stands for compact, right? So now we're actually running Glock 19 sized magazines. These right here are the 15 round Metgar metal magazines, similar to the full size 18 rounders that are included with the P4 and the P4.5 inch. And so mechanically speaking, you know, these guns are going to function, feature set, all that. They'll be the same as the 4-inch and the 4.5 inch, but we're just shrinking the system down. So 3.6 inch bull barrel, obviously a shorter, compact 15 round grip on these. Same Glock magazine compatibility, so whatever 19 magazines you have, you'll be able to run them into that. Same host optics mounting system as before that you already know on the 4-inch and 4.5 inch. Same thing with the iron sight setup. Even comes down to the extractor, actually are the same between the guns as well. So.
Yeah, so essentially, you know, the HD line is expanding, similar to how Staccato has traditionally done things. The P4 HD was one of the first pistols to come out in this new segment, compatible with Glock magazines, lots of other new features that people are pretty familiar with. This kind of being the duty size gun with a steel frame. It's now gone on a diet. There is a C version, to which you kind of pointed out, is going to be kind of more of the compact or carry size. So instead of a Glock 17 magazine compatibility, although you can still use those, it is flush fit with a Glock 19 15-ish round magazine, coming with some of these new Metgar magazines, which is also a new product. Also an alloy frame. So we discussed earlier, we've switched over from 4140 steel frame to an aluminum alloy frame.
Yep, that's a 7075 T6 aluminum frame, and then Type 3 hardcoat anodized. So if any of you own an AR out there, it's the same sort of setup on this frame design for us.
Yeah, so the C3.6 HD has gone on a diet. It's lighter, it's smaller. It's definitely going to be a better option if you're trying to conceal this pistol. Exactly. But all of that said, it'd be interesting to see how it shoots and see if it can kind of keep up with its larger brothers like the HD 4-inch and also the HD 4.5. So again, enough talking, let's have some fun.
Let's do it.
We do have some Fiocchi ammo
loaded up in our brand new Staccato CHD. Here we go. So 2.26 seconds, so we're already shaving about a tenth off. Looks like everything's all alpha there. Try a few more times. All right, 2.1 seconds, so another 2/10 off. And looks like all alphas, but I think I used the entirety of the alpha zone there, shooting as quickly as I can. So that was 3.2 seconds for 12 rounds. One Charlie. Still, I'm pretty happy with that. For a skinny compact gun with an alloy frame, really doesn't get much better than that. Got one more mag here. We'll give it one more try, see if we can go any faster. 3.1 seconds, so that's about as quick as I can go. For a pistol of its size, just like all of the Staccato products, it still does have a fantastic trigger. The HD series in particular is a drop-based pistol. It does have that Series 80-ish firing control in it, so triggers are, some would say, a little bit heavier, or perhaps a little bit more ambiguous than others, but personally, I think this has a really fantastic trigger. Generally, when I evaluate pistols, I think there are really about two different types of triggers. There are triggers that don't hinder your ability to shoot a pistol and get as much performance as possible out of it, and triggers that do. And I would say this is definitely in the not hindering your performance category. It's still a single action only trigger, probably about 3.5 pounds. Feels fantastic to me. We do have some backup iron sights forward of the optic. This does use the same host optics mount as we kind of mentioned earlier, so you're able to put your favorite optic on here. Today we've got the brand new RMR HD that people are really loving. And again, definitely a little bit more snap than perhaps the 4.5-inch gun with a steel frame, but it's also a much more nimble pistol. As we discussed in our last Staccato video that we did, which was the C video, these lighter pistols draw really quick. They also transition from target to target extremely quickly as well. So even though it does recoil a little bit more, it does snap right back to the target, and you're also able to drive this pistol in the sights wherever you want them extremely quick. So very good start for the day. We'll go ahead, top these magazines off, and have a little bit more fun. Since this pistol shoots so good, just shooting 2 bill drills back to back is too easy. We'll make it a little more difficult here. All right, so the first one, 4.9 seconds, and I think we're all in the alphas there. This pistol just shoots fantastic, especially for its size and weight. This one has the magwell that is probably going to be forthcoming. It also has had the magazine release reversed over because we do have a fantastic Staccato rep out here with us that knows what he's doing. So we'll go ahead and give this one a try, see if the magwell speeds us up at all, and also having the mag release on the wrong side of the gun, which is the right side of the gun for me here. So we'll try that same drill.
All right, first shot on the second target after the reload was definitely a Charlie because that's where the dot was. Struggled to find the mag release, which I kind of figured was going to be the problem since I've been using it on the other side. So that was not faster than 4.8 seconds. It was 5.1, but we'll try it one more time and see if we can get her done.
And there you have it. No issues whatsoever with the Sierra hollow points. Everything works just fine, so seems like this is going to be an absolute winner. All right, Mason. So well over 1,000 rounds fired through these Staccato pistols today. I've been a pretty big fan of the HD series for a while, specifically the 4.5 inch. I like the fact that it has a lot of ambidextrous controls. I like the fact that it takes less expensive magazines, even though I have plenty of the other ones already. But as a new purchaser, it's definitely nice that you don't have to spend what name brand Staccato or aftermarket 2011 magazines cost. But I haven't really loved the 4 inch just because it's not the 4.5.
Sure.
Nor is it really small enough that I can carry, and that's kind of what you guys have brought this 3.6 out for.
Exactly. So we've made some refinements, obviously, to make it more of that carry gun. First off, grip texture on the C3.6 is a little bit different than what we have on the 4 inch or the 4.5 inch, and so it may be hard to tell on camera there, but the actual back strap and the front strap of the gun have a bit more aggressive texture than what the side panels do. Obviously, when it's in your pants in a holster, that way it'll help keep down those hot spots rubbing on your body. Not to mention, so overall the gun, P4 comes in right at 32 ounces. The C3.6, it's looking to be 24 ounces. So we're shaving about half a pound off the gun between the two. But mechanically speaking, the guns are basically the same. This is just a shrunk down version. One other noted difference would be this also has a captured recoil system on it, a flat wire recoil system. However, this one is not buffered. There's just not enough space for that buffer to fit into it. So just a few other differences, and then just a continuation of the HD line that people already know and love. So as far as different versions and pricing goes, so it's going to come in 3 different flavors. There's going to be a base gun, a preferred gun, which is what's here in the video minus the mag well, and then a premium gun. So the base gun will have a stainless steel barrel. It'll have the blacked out Ameriglow sights, similar to how the P4 is set up in its own specific models. The preferred gun, what you're looking at here, you're gonna have a DLC barrel, Trigicon tritium front sight post. You'll get another additional magazine, so 3 total instead of 2 with the base. And then the premium gun, we're still working on the final outcome of what that's gonna come with, but likely it'll have a magazine well, a couple of extra magazines. They may or may not be extended as well. So price points, we're looking at $2,300 for the base, $2,500 for the preferred, and then $2,800 for the premium gun.
So it's definitely a shooter. Can't say enough good things about it. Really appreciate you bringing them out, and we'll look forward to getting these out in the storeroom and in some holsters here soon.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Yep, thanks.